So I don't really have a point here, to be honest with you, but I just kind of thought it was interesting that I could get all of this here, this entire meal, Chinese food, delivered to my doorstep for less than the price of this one coffee right here. This coffee I also got delivered. It cost $10.23, while this Chinese food cost me $9.73. And that cost includes all of the delivery fees and everything like that. There is no tipping here. But right off the bat, we have some different presentations here. This coffee came in multiple bags. It's got a straw. It's got a pretty nice little handle here. It's taped up. I don't need 2 bags, but it is what it is. It's a nice vanilla latte with an extra shot. It's decaf and it is oat milk. I did all of the add-ons. They only had one size, pretty small, honestly. And this for over $10, this is probably the most expensive coffee. Let me just say, this is the most expensive coffee I've ever ordered in my life. Now over here, the Chinese food, I don't know what they were thinking, but this is how it was delivered. This is how it was like outside the door. There's a bag, but the food is not in the bag. So one was double bagged, one was no bagged. There is, however, some cellophane or plastic wrap over the top. It's probably good enough. And this doesn't really translate on camera, but this is pretty hefty. Over here we have jjajangmyeon, which is like black bean sauce noodles. And over here we have tangsuyuk, which is sweet and sour pork. 2 of the most classic things that you can get at any Korean style Chinese restaurant. Okay, decent cubes, I guess. It's got a decent look to it. Double cupped, because it is paper. Decent little viscosity to it. It's smelling pretty nice. So here's what we're working with over here. Got it nice and mixed up. Real good consistency to it. And this is smelling real good as well. And I was actually surprised by the amount, especially for the price. I thought it would be, honestly, about half of what I'm getting here, but we'll see if the quality holds up. Let's try this first. I haven't had Korean style Chinese food in a minute, so that's hitting the spot. A little bit overcooked on the noodles, I would say. Just slightly, but actually for my preference, I don't mind overcooked noodles. It's kind of a weird thing that I have. I don't mind al dente ones either, but yeah, this goes down. We got at least 10 to 15 pieces of pork as well, so let's try that. Shoot, there may even be 20 pieces, and that's not bad. This place is balancing the quality and the quantity almost to perfection here. Surprisingly tasty. Sometimes, I've had this quite a few times in Korea. They make these using some kind of batter made out of starch, some kind of vegetable starch. And a lot of times all you can feel is the starchiness, the batter. Not enough meat to breading, but this is not bad. Decent amount of meat. As you can see, it's already fully coated. A lot of times they will do this. Sometimes they'll give it to you separately. I could have probably asked for the sauce separately, maybe, but that's how I usually prefer it, to be honest. I like it separate. Because you can dip, or you can just eat it crispy, or what I like to do a lot of times is just take a regular unsauced piece of this pork and mix it in with this. But overall, for the price, for the money here and the amount, that's mighty fine. I can't even lie. I don't even know what this place is called. Never heard of it before. Let's try this coffee. The name of this place is written on the cup. I don't know if I exposed it earlier. I'm not trying to bash on this coffee, but let's try it out. It's tasty. It's refreshing. It's it's tasty coffee. I don't know if I can really detect the difference the oat milk makes. And I don't think since it's decaf, it's making it any better or worse for me. It's just, it tastes like a latte, iced latte. Kind of a strange combo, drinking this while eating this. But not too bad. Not too good. Let me just tell you what. Yeah, I know the old like, what? Save money, don't buy a latte, buy a house next year debate that is argued by these old heads, these boomers out here. Personally, I would never buy a coffee that's, I never buy coffee, I just make it. I just found some super cheap capsules that fit an espresso machine, and that's how I drink my coffee. I calculated it earlier. I probably spend less than $20 on coffee every month. Again, no, making no arguments. I got no points here, but that's just how I personally like to do it. I don't have to, work at an office that with other people with maybe bogus coffee or no coffee. So I don't, I'm lucky in that area. And I definitely do understand how, if you're working a job, just for your mental health, it might be nice to go out and buy a $5 coffee after lunch every day. And say you do spend $5, every single workday, Monday through Friday, and every month that might be what, $100 compared to making it at home, which could be like what, $20. So you're saving what, $80 per month, maybe. Depends on how much your coffee costs, maybe less, maybe more. What are you gonna do with $80 at the end of the month anyway? You're probably spending it on something else that will improve your quality of life. Maybe, maybe not. I mean, you're definitely not buying a house. You're definitely not making any significant purchases with saving $80 a month. And I'm talking like buying a house, buying a car, or whatever. I guess you could save up and, at the end of the year, buy a new TV, buy a laptop, phone, something like that. For sure. But that's not the reason young people are struggling these days, I feel like. It's not because they can't afford, everyone's situation is different, but personally, I don't know if I should say this, but I don't see myself buying a house anytime soon. I don't have the money right now. Anyway, I'm almost done with this coffee. Here, man, I'm on the fence about some things. I do look at some people and the way they spend money, and I'm like, do you really need to spend it on that? But I'm sure there's a lot of people who look at me and like, damn, you're just blowing money on this and that, like taking these, workations and stuff. Say the same thing about me, so. Just finish this off real quick. There you have it. I'm full. I'm satisfied by that. I'm kind of mind blown by both of these things. The price of this and this. Like, this was super affordable, and this was super cheap. I'll be honest, this was a last minute idea, so it wasn't really fully fledged out, but that's kind of like the story of my life, you know? Anyway, we're all just out here trying to live our lives. People spend more money on this, some people spend more money on that. We're just trying to do the best we can. I think like no one's out there trying to just live a bad life, you know what I'm saying? So what am I even talking about? What even is this video? I don't even know. I blacked out. So I'm just getting out of here before it's too late. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.